Today I'll be showing one of the more advanced functions on the Speroni tool presetter. We've got the Asperia fully automated CNC unit here running on Edge Pro software. Using this, we're going to use the scanning function to measure this form tool. I'm going to load this 40 taper tool into our quick change spindle. Retention knob clamping will hold the tool in place. Now I just need to get the tool on the screen. Moving the camera using the pneumatic axes, we'll get the very top of this tool on the screen. We'll go to guided measurements, highlight the scanning function, and open the program. Now we have some data features to fill in about this tool. This is only done the first time you're programming in this tool, and the next time this information will already be inputted and be ready to use. First, we'll enter the tool code and a tool description. Next, you'll need to select if you want your measuring done in millimeters or inches, radius or diameter, and also fill in a few fields about the helix and flutes. We will be selecting to run this in maximum profile mode so that we can capture the maximum profile of each individual flute. We will also choose to collect the arcs and lines data so that we can summarize these measurements into a series of lines and arcs. The tool's already on the screen in the correct position for our starting measurement. So all I need to do click on X and Z, and those measurements will automatically populate. I'll move the camera to pick up the next measuring point that's dictated here on the software. And again, you just click X and Z, and those data points will automatically populate. We'll scroll down again to the very bottom of this tool. When you get the tool into focus, you'll want to plug in the last 3 points as well, which in this case are all the same point. Now we're already ready to run this cycle. I'll hit the second function button to start the profile scanning procedure. In the future, that means you'll be able to click cycle start once this tool's data is pulled up, and you'll be ready to go. The scanning procedure will begin, and the tool will automatically rotate and the axes will move to capture the measurements that we specified. The scanning function is very easy because it collects thousands of measuring points and plots them into a line of best fit. This can be plotted into a DXF file, and it becomes a series of lines and arcs. This information is very useful because you can export that DXF file to your Vericut software. If you choose to measure each flute individually as opposed to one overall maximum profile, you'll notice that the measurements are plotted on their own color line: pink, blue, and green. That way you can keep track of which points are for which flute. They will then be plotted against each other and compared using the lasso analysis so you can see what that variability is. You'll know the cycle is complete when the axes stop automatically moving and the screen shows your final data points. Once you see your data points, it truly looks like a line of best fit. The lines will basically overlap each other, and you can go in and zoom on each individual section. You can zoom in several times to see each individual measuring point. Once you finish examining the zoomed in portions of your choice, you can go back to the original graph by choosing the icon in the upper left-hand corner. The data points for each of these lines and arcs are also stored in the data button. As always, you can return to the original graph.